You're not bad with money. You're not impulsive. The truth is, a lot of your spending decisions were made before you even thought about them. And there's one small habit, something you probably do every day that silently tells companies exactly when you're most likely to spend. We'll come back to that, because once you see it, you won't look at your phone the same way again. During this session, Yao will discover how your spending isn't as free as it feels. We'll break down the hidden psychological triggers, the habits you didn't realize were guiding you, and how small digital nudges slowly shape your financial behavior. Not to scare you, but to help you see clearly. Suppose for a moment that it's a normal afternoon. You've just finished cleaning, maybe the house is finally quiet. You sit down for a few minutes, open your phone, just to relax. You scroll. You're not even looking for anything. But suddenly a product appears. It feels useful, maybe even necessary. A kitchen organizer, a storage solution, a limited time deal. And without overthinking it, you tap add to cart. It doesn't feel like a big decision. It feels natural. But here's what's really happening. Your brain isn't just reacting randomly. It's responding to carefully designed triggers. Every app you use, every ad you see, every notification you receive is built around one goal: to guide your attention, then guide your behavior. This is called behavioral shaping, not forcing you, not controlling you directly, just nudging you step by step until the decision feels like yours. And the more you repeat certain habits, like scrolling when you're tired, bored, or alone, the easier it becomes for these systems to predict exactly when you're most vulnerable to spending. Let's say you always check your phone after dinner. Over time, the algorithm learns this pattern. So what does it do? It starts showing you more products at that exact time, not randomly, strategically, because it knows that's when your guard is down. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't just find products. Sometimes they find you at the perfect moment. Most people believe they only spend when they want something, but desire doesn't always come first. Often, it's created through repetition, through exposure, through subtle emotional triggers, a soft color, a familiar tone, a message that feels personal. And slowly, what was once optional starts to feel important. What was once unnecessary starts to feel urgent. You're not chasing the product. The system is building the feeling that makes you chase it. And this is where it hits. That moment when you look at your bank statement and think, where did all my money go? It didn't disappear. It followed a path shaped by small decisions that didn't feel like decisions at all. That's the realization. You weren't careless. You were guided. Here are some common mistakes. Mistake 1. Thinking, I deserve this every time you feel tired or stressed. Emotions become spending triggers. Mistake 2. Believing small purchases don't matter, but repeated small actions quietly build large outcomes. Mistake 3. Assuming you're fully in control just because you made the final click. Control doesn't always look like pressure. Sometimes it looks like comfort. Rising tension. If this pattern continues, spending stops being intentional. It becomes automatic. And over time, savings shrink, habits harden, and financial stress builds quietly in the background. Not because of one big mistake, but because of hundreds of small, invisible nudges. There's a woman, let's call her Linda. She didn't think she had a spending problem. She rarely bought expensive things, no luxury items, no big splurges. But every few days, she'd order something small, a kitchen tool, a home item, something useful. At the end of the month, she checked her account, and for the first time, she added everything up. It wasn't one big purchase. It was dozens of small ones, all triggered at the same times of day. Same emotional state, same scrolling habit. That's when she realized she wasn't just shopping. She was following a pattern she didn't even know existed. The solution isn't to stop spending. It's to interrupt the pattern. Start small, pause before you buy. Even 10 seconds is enough. Ask yourself, did I plan this or did it just appear? Change your routine slightly. If you usually scroll at night, delay it. create friction. Because control grows in those tiny pauses, not in big decisions, but in small awareness. You don't need more discipline. You need more awareness of what's influencing you. You think you're spending freely, but many of your choices are shaped long before you make them, not by force, but by design. And the moment you start noticing those patterns, that's when control quietly comes back to you.